Hey, I wanted to do this hopefully quick video because a week ago I got a shipping notification of my most recent CYO doll. And even though it's been a week, it probably won't start moving for another couple weeks because the last doll I ordered was 3 weeks from when I got the shipping notification. The tracking just says label created. Um, so I have two already, obviously, that I want to share in anticipation of having a new doll in hopefully a couple weeks, which I'll share too. And I'm going to start with this one because I got I found this very cheap on Facebook Marketplace. Somebody local was selling it for $60 Canadian, which is like 45 US, so a fraction of the price of the one I just paid for. But I did get the new one for 15% off because they were doing a promotion that if you submit your email on the mailing list and your number for text, they gave you a code that worked even on the CYO. It worked on everything, even the CYO dolls and the Disney Princess, what was left of the collection. So yeah, I hope hopefully some of you also took advantage of it. And so back to this doll. She's not in her outfit that she came in because out of all the CYO outfits, it's my least favorite one that I would never order. I think it's called Let's Party, and it's not very cute, but maybe for a little girl, which is probably who owned this before. Anyway, so now I also, because it was so cheap, it was the only reason I bought it, not knowing what doll it really was, because the pictures were so blurry, so low resolution, that I could only tell that she had red hair, and I wasn't totally sure what sculpt it was. And oh, the doll's not in the box, by the way. It's full of clothes, mostly Claudie's meat outfits. So the doll, sorry about that, is the Sonali sculpt with red hair, medium skin, and I want to say the lighter blue eyes. They're very vivid blue. And she's wearing the camping outfit because there was no way I was keeping her in that Let's Party costume she came in. And ignore the fork, except I just pointed it out. That's what she's using in my display, and it's really hard to get them to. It's a lot of work to get them to hold their accessories, so I didn't want to mess with that and have to do it all over again. And so that's my. I didn't even name her because I didn't make her, so maybe I did when I first got her, but I don't remember the name. That's bad doll owner, bad doll collector. So I'm just gonna put her a little off to the side so that I can show you the doll that I designed myself. And he's not wearing his meat outfit either, but he came in the basically the only for sure boy outfit, which I've used on other dolls at certain points. And the thing about him, the reason he's not wearing his meat outfit is because in my collection, he's part of Julie's World. So he's dressed from the 1970s because in Julie's World, I've also added Yvette Peters from World by Us. And then in my doll fantasy, or whatever you want to call it, they're both Julie's cousin. So he will be Blaine Peters, but I just need to explain why his name is Blaine. That's my name, by the way, Blaine. When I did the one of a kind, just like, I thought you were supposed to put the name of the doll owner in that slot. And then when I was watching, while I was excited waiting for him, I started watching people's unboxing videos, and everybody was putting the name of the doll in there. And I mean, it felt a little, I don't know, like egoistic or something. But because I hadn't picked out a name for him anyway, I was like, okay, he'll just have my name. But I just wanted to say that because he doesn't look like me. He's not a mini me by any means. Um, he's Yvette's cousin, so he's biracial, and I'm not. So this is Blaine Peters, and he's the Kaya sculpt with medium skin, freckles, and the light brown eyes, like the Tenny eyes, and now Tiana has them as well. And I put him in Julie's basketball outfit and gave him the basketball accessories. And in my display, he's with the basketball court. And one day, I'm going to hunt down Julie's older basketball outfit, the one that's all navy, and put it on a number 77 because Indigo in Canada recently they no longer carry American Girl. So they did this like over the top $35 dolls trying to clear out all the stock that they had. And there were a lot of 77s. So he and a few other dolls ended up going as low as $35 Canadian, which is probably about 28 US. Like, you're never going to see a deal like that again. So anyway, I have a second 77 doll that I would like to display with him so we can have a little basketball buddy. And while I have him out, I also wanted to show my other boy dolls of this sculpt because I have two others. And the first one should be obvious. It's Logan. Just to compare, a few days ago, I did a video about my top 5 American Girl dolls in my collection. And when I got to Nikki, I mentioned that I've never had to make a mini me doll because anything I've ever collected, there was always a doll that looked like me. And then, funnily enough, the first boy doll American Girl ever made looks so much like I did when I was this age. He's about 9, and in the 3rd grade, that's how old I was I was 9 in the 3rd grade. This is what my hair darkened to this color. My eyes were this like dark bluish gray color. To me, he's very chubby, which is when I started to get chubby in the 3rd grade, and kept getting chubbier and chubbier, for the record. So to me, I guess it's no surprise that the first boy doll would look like me, because it's not to say that I'm like basic looking, but I guess that's the only way to say it, is I'm like basic looking. So it's very easy for a doll to look like me. And so that's kind of the funny thing about Logan. But in the promos, he had brown eyes. So I guess this looks a little bit more like Logan did in the promos. And he actually looked cuter with brown eyes, but maybe that's just a bias I have. Anyway, this is my other Kaya sculpt doll. And I also have Be Forever Kaya in my collection with a few pieces from her. I think it's her Be Forever collection that the pieces are from. But in the meantime, this was also, when I bought him, a TLC Kaya. He was in really rough shape. The previous owner had chopped a lot of his hair off, so I just made it shorter. I could even it out a little bit, and I probably will one day. I had to, take the magic eraser to all the vinyl. Had to remove his cotton, wash his body, put it back together, and I removed there was some like chipped paint. I had to remove all of it. And then he's wearing this bracelet that came with his accessories, actually. He's wearing it because underneath was a permanent bracelet drawn on with markers. And I wasn't able to remove it with acetone or acne cream or any of the other methods that collectors use. So I had no choice. He's going to wear this bracelet forever or something, or any other bracelet. And the outfit should be recognizable because it was a Truly Me outfit. I think it was called Summer Fun, something like that. I ended up getting it at Walmart from one of those third-party suppliers. And then he's wearing Nenea's sandals because she's part of I have all these little collections throughout my collection, and I put Nenea in my Mary Ellen collection. So she's not wearing her meat outfit. And the sandals that came with those plastic flip-flops, are on another doll. And I just made him a little necklace out of like stones just to make him look beachier. And in my collection, my dolls are all sort of set up as dioramas. And he's from, I guess, Joss's diorama because it's her Volkswagen, the minivan. And so I have a scene set up with her. And one day I am going to share my collection, make a video about it, because I've been asked. And I guess it's because I've talked about having so many dolls that people are like, oh yeah, show me. So I will. But before I get to that point, because it's going to be a lot of work, all my dolls are in Detolf cases. So they're behind glass. And when I finally show them, I'll have to take off all the glass doors just so there's not so much glare. And then I have to coordinate how I'm going to show everything and explain everything. And even though it sounds like a quick video, it's probably going to be really long because I ramble, as you can tell right now. So it is coming. But before I get there, I'm probably just going to show a bit more of the dolls. Like maybe I'll do a video of just Julie and her friends, because I have, I think, 4 dolls that I've added to her collection. And I can do one for Courtney because she's got 7, things like that. So that's more what I have planned eventually. But, heads up that I talk too much. So hopefully my next CYO is here soon. And the doll that I ordered, it's a sculpt I don't have a lot of luck with. I usually have when one eye's noticeably smaller than the other. So if this doll turns out well, then there is one more I want to do of that sculpt after. So then that, and then I'll stop. I keep saying, and then I'll stop. So 4 will be my maximum until I have 4, and then I want another one. Okay, so that's another rambly video. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing these, well, not Logan's not one of a kind, but these sort of one of a kind dolls. All right, thanks again. Bye.